Hi, Leo. I misspoke in the last part of that video. I actually pulled for you the coffin card, not the tower card. Virgo was tower. So I'm reshooting this. The coffin card has the association of the 9 of diamonds. That would be the 9 of coins or pentacles. And let's see what the tarot deck has surrounding this card for you. 9 of pentacles. Now, this is occurring in your 6th house of work and health. 9 of Pentacles isn't a bad thing to want to hear about, but I don't know what's surrounding it. And health is the first wealth. Okay. Here we go, Leo. Talking about building up some wealth. This is a 9 of Pentacles. 9 is fruition. Pentacles is about gratitude and luxury, being happy with what you have and able to deal with it. The cards that were surrounding it, we have the 8 and the 10. The 8 of Pentacles deals with change, and it deals with being engaged in your education and working on your education or working on your production rate, production level. And in doing that, you lead to the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 is completion, dealing with wealth and establishment in the earth and material planes. So it's like if you're dealing with a health issue, you're going to work on it, and in working on it, you come out better on the other side. If it is a work or learning situation to put more feathers in your cap, then it also looks to be a positive thing forward. But remember, you have to release that thing in the 6th house so that you can grow on the other side. I hope you enjoyed this. Now let me set up for the Virgo video. I'll be right back. Hey Virgo, in your Pluto video, I pulled for you the Tower card from the Lenormand deck. The Tower card can also be looked at through the lens of the 6 of Spades or the 6 of Swords. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look in the Tarot deck and see where the 6 of Swords is and speak to the cards around it. I didn't have to look very long for y'all because it was at the very bottom. So let's talk about it. This is the 6 of Swords, moving away from a difficult, choppy time into calmer waters. It could be that you have to go through this to get to the calm waters, but you are close at hand. Now, the cards surrounding it, we have the 5 of Wands and the Queen of Wands. The 5 is a number that deals with adversity. Wands deal with fire sign energy. That would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And you are dealing with disagreement and strife, possibly linked to an influential female fire sign that is exuberant and vibrant and is not afraid to. She is eager. She's eager to defend. She will stand and fight. She does not want to do it, but she will if she has to. She's a lover, not a fighter, but she'll fight for what she loves. And sometimes she won't think about it until after the fact. She's reactive and very impulsive. So it could be that you are dealing with this disagreement or strife with this fire sign female, which is leading you to feel this way. But by releasing or addressing the situation at hand with this energy that you are facing with the disagreement and strife, it could be that it's showing you that it's time to let this person go or let this energy go, let this thing go. For you, Virgo, it is in the 5th house. The 5th house is the house of your social life, your creative spark. It's the house of sparks. It's the spark of love, life, and creation. It's the people you hang out with that you would invite over for a barbecue or go out with in small groups. So it could be that you're dealing with a friendship that maybe has overstayed its bounds. I hope you enjoyed this. Check out your Pluto video, and I'm going to reset for the Libras. Hang tight. Hi, Libra. In your Pluto video, I pulled for you the Coffin card from the Lenormand deck. We can also look at that through the lens of the 9 of Diamonds. The 9 of Diamonds would be the 9 of Pentacles. So let's see where it's at in the Tarot deck. Talk about the cards that are around it. Libra, this is occurring in your 4th house of work. Or no, your 4th house is the house of your roots, stability, foundation, your family. 9 of Pentacles. Your roots, stability, foundation, family. What needs to be let go in that area of life? What needs to be readdressed? What needs to be released? Maybe it may be that you just need to release it. It may be your attachment that needs to be released to a thing, a person, a situation, here or gone. All right, where is that Nine of Pentacles? I found it. Okie doke. So the coffin speaks to the idea of illness, endings, and death. Death can be rebirth. It doesn't necessarily mean physical death. It could just be the ending of a situation. We have the Nine of Pentacles right here, which deals with gratitude and luxury. And it was surrounded by the Judgment card and the Seven of Cups. Judgment is a major arcana. Judgment deals with Pluto. It deals with the evaluation and the summing up, and the fact that we have grave association here and the coffin here. It could be that some of you are dealing with the loss of an older, I pray it's older, I pray it's not younger, individual in your life that has been a lot to you, someone who has been your stability or your foundation. And if that's the case, I extend my condolences. I'm sorry. But understand that we are all energetic sparks, and when this body no longer serves us anymore, we have to evolve past it. And that's all it is, another evolution point. I heard it put very, very beautifully just a few weeks ago that we are all sparks of light, and that when our life ends in this mortal shell, our light is reborn. It changes phase. I think that's a beautiful way to look at it. So we have the Judgment card dealing with Pluto, dealing with the sum up. And we have the Seven of Cups, 7 dealing with the theme of faith. And the cups are tied to water signs. That's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Seven of Cups. It's illusion, fantasy, and imagination. It could be that some of y'all are dealing with the idea that you've been living outside of your means, and that in that regard you have to make some sacrifice. It may be the actual home. It may not be a person at all. It may be the actual home or the dwelling. And for some of you, it is someone close. It pains me to put it that way, but it is as such. So I hope you're well. Watch your Pluto video for any extra information, and pay attention to the astrology. I'm sending you a lot of love, and I'm going to reset for the Scorpio video. Hey Scorpio, I pulled for you in the Pluto video the Rider card, and this has a Nine of Cups association. The Nine of Hearts is the Nine of Cups. So let's see where it is in the tarot and see what the other cards surrounding it have to say to you. Nine of Cups. This energy is occurring for you in the 3rd house of your communication, short distance trips, siblings, cousins, neighbors, the neighborhood, your communication devices, and your commute, and the vehicles of commute as well. Nine of Cups. Boy, you are surrounded by 2 major arcana cards. The Nine of Cups is often seen as the wish fulfillment card. The 9 is a number of fruition, and this is about comfort and satisfaction. And we are looking at the Star and the Devil. The Star is the card that is associated with the sign of Aquarius, and it deals with inspired happiness. And on the other side of it, we have the Devil, which speaks to Capricorn, and it deals with your self-imposed limitations and the things that you tie yourself to. Now, what else is interesting is that the Devil is representative of Capricorn, and that's where Pluto and Saturn are transiting. And for you, I feel like it is a definite choice in a transition of community between that of, say, Aquarian type friends and Capricornian type friends. And it could be people that feel like they were cousins, siblings to you. They could have felt like they were closer family to you. I say approach the situation with gratitude, approach it with comfort, and approach it with a, a feeling or an energy of satisfaction for what you have learned or gained, and appreciation and a release in love would be the easiest way to handle this, in my opinion. And I'm a Scorpio riser. So I hope you enjoyed this. Watch your Pluto video and pay attention to the other astrology videos that are coming down the line as well. Not just mine, but other astrologers that you like to follow as well. I'll be right back. Gonna set up for the Sagittarians now. Hey Sagittarius, I pulled for you the Garden Lenormand card in the Pluto series, and you can look at it through the lens of the Eight of Spades or the Eight of Swords. So let's see where it is in the tarot deck, and let's talk more about it. Now, for you, this is occurring in the second house of your money, love, values, earning ability, possessions, self-esteem, and self-worth. We're looking for the Eight of Swords and the cards that surround it. Okay. So Sagittarius, the Garden card deals with your socialization, society issues, high society, the parties that you go to or invited to or throw. And we have the Eight of Swords, speaking to isolation and imprisonment, but more in one's own self-imposed, like your bind. We have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Knight of Cups. So the 8 is a number that deals with change. The cups are water signs. That's Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. And this 8 of Cups speaks to escapism and disappointment. It's walking away from an emotional investment that you can no longer reach, no longer see, possibly has been taken over by emotion, or just the fact that you no longer can reach this situation that was being built. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Knights are associated with motion and movement. This Knight of Cups is romantic and charming. It could be that you need to get out of your own self-imposed limitations to go out and socialize more so that you can move towards this romantic, charming individual while leaving behind the things that didn't work. This is asking for you to drop your baggage so that you can grow in an area of life that will bring you a lot of self-esteem and self-worth. I hope you're well. I'm sending you a lot of love. I encourage you to watch the Pluto video and all of your other astrology videos coming down the line, because these will help you to understand what is playing out in your world. Take care, Sag. I'll see you soon. Hey Capricorn, so in your Pluto video, I pulled two separate cards for you. There was the clouds and the book. We have the King of Clubs or Wands and the 10 of Diamonds or Coins, Pentacles. So let's look for these cards to give a little bit more information as to what's going on. King of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. This is occurring in your first house, and that's the physical embodiment of who you are. It's how the world sees you. It's your appearance. It is your personality. So King of Wands and 10 of Pentacles is what I'm looking for now. So what is it about your personality that maybe has been unseen that you are learning about more? What is it about your appearance that has been unseen? The clouds deal with confusion and uncertainty. The book speaks to secrets, education, and learning. So we have the King of Wands associated with the clouds, meaning confusion around a masculine energy of Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. I'm leaning towards Aries because you got the Emperor card right here, and the Emperor card is it is a major arcana, and it speaks to the sign of Aries, males, and ambition. So it could be that your ambition in one way or another has not been very good for you. We also have the Knight of Swords, which was on the other side of it. Knights are known for motion or movement. And this Knight of Swords is known for being opinionated and hasty. So it could be that you are seeing now more about yourself through reflections, possibly from an Aries, and what you may not have seen about yourself up until now. We also have the Book that is associated with the Ten of Pentacles or coins. The Ten of Pentacles is about wealth and establishment. The cards that were surrounding it, the wealth and the establishment, is the Nine of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. The Nine of Wands is a theme of fruition with fire signs in speaking to resilience and persistence. And the Three of Pentacles deals with communication, and it speaks to collaboration and teamwork. So it could be that by getting the reflection from, I'm going to say this, very strong Aries energy, you now understand that movement needs to be made in one way or another for you to continue to be resilient and work towards that wealth and establishment by teamwork and collaboration. So I invite you to check out your Pluto video for more information. I also invite you to check out your other videos that are going to be coming down the line, not only from me, but from the other astrologers that you follow, because right now is a very transformational period of your life. There are a lot of eclipses that are going through the nodes of the moon. The south node of the moon is going through your sign, asking you to let go. And if you don't, some things can and will be taken from you. So co-create when you can, and use tools like astrology, the lunar cycles, and these different divination tools to help you understand where spirit is trying to get you to make those movements. Sending you a lot of love, Capricorn. I'm going to set up now for Aquarius. Hi, Aquarius. In your Pluto video, I pulled for you the Scythe card, Scythe, from the Lenormand deck, and this can be broken down into the Jack of Coins. That would be the Knight or the Page of Pentacles. So I'm going to see which one of those I come to first and pull the cards associated with it. This is occurring in your 12th house, and the 12th house is a really difficult house to describe. It's the house of karma, hidden things, nebulous things, the dream space, illusion and delusion. It can be addiction and secrets that you keep from yourself, secrets that people keep from you, just secrets in general. Let's see what the Knight or the Page of Pentacles has to say, depending on who I cross first in this deck. Knight or Page of Pentacles. We cross the Page of Pentacles first, so that's what we're going to go with. Page of Pentacles is associated with being a manifester and involved in new enterprise. The Scythe is associated with cuts, accidents. Some people say evil. I don't know if I would or not, but you could be cutting away a earth sign. That would be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. And I say that because of this Page of Pentacles association right here. The cards that were surrounding it are the Six of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. Six of Wands, the number 6, is a theme of growth. And it's interesting that the skis showed up. It's like you are cutting away or needing to trim back maybe some errant, rapid, or untamed growth. And it could be, again, Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. Six of Wands is about self-confidence and progress, moving towards the goal. Fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And we have this Nine of Pentacles, which deals with the theme of fruition and gratitude and luxury. So it's like by removing this obstacle, this person, this Page of Pentacles energy, that could be like a frenemy, a secret person who you thought was on your side but isn't anymore, somebody, co-worker. I mean, it would be one of those things that you thought they were writing for you and you found out they weren't. Or you thought that they were super close and you were You were under an illusion or possibly a delusion. And it could be dealing with the idea of possibly cutting away someone who is acting delusional towards you as well. I know that's occurring in an Aquarius rising's life that I know of right now, interestingly enough. So that's what I've got for y'all. I hope you're well. I'm sending you a lot of love. And I'm going to set up for the Pisces now. Hey, Pisces. This is the card, the garden card that I pulled for you in the Pluto video. And the lens that we can look at it through is the Eight of Spades or the Eight of Swords. So I'm going to pull that card from the deck and the cards that were surrounding it to give a little bit more information on what could be going on for you. Now, Pisces, this is occurring in the 11th house. The 11th house is the house of your social networking, and this can be online or face-to-face. It's dealing with your teams, groups, memberships, and associations that you belong to. Eight of Swords. Okay. So for the Eight of Swords is about isolation and imprisonment, but it's usually of one's own self-doing and possibly of the mind. Neptune is in your sign. Mercury went retrograde in March and into April. So this could be a point of confusion or self-delusion as well. We have the cards that were accompanying it, the Hermit and the Three of Cups. The Hermit is a major arcana card. The Hermit speaks to Virgo, and it deals with learning how to serve. It's also looking to the past. So it could be where you either felt like you have done too much or you haven't been reciprocated towards, usually in the area of socialization, because we're talking about the garden. The garden deals with a party, society, socialization, the parties you throw and the parties that you want to be invited to, and the parties that you're not. And this is speaking to and about friendship and community. It could be that your own self-imposed isolation is cutting you off from the friendship and community that you want or need. It could also be that you are being too escapist for your group's liking, and they no longer have a point of commonality with you. It could be that you've either outgrown your friends or your friends possibly have outgrown you. And it could be playing out in the social media world for many of you. So I hope you're well. I'm sending you a lot of love. I encourage you to watch the Pluto video associated with this and the other astrology videos that are coming down the line, because it will help you to understand more what is going on, especially when you don't know or can't see or it's foggy. And with Mercury being retrograde, Neptune being in your sign, lots to be confused about. Hope you're well. Sending you love. Take care. Bye. All right. So this turned into 2 videos. I was only planning on being 1. But when I got to Leo, I actually misspoke in the last video. So I wanted to give the appropriate drawing and delineations. So the series has been about the South Node, about Pluto on the South Node, about Saturn on the South Node, about Pluto being where Saturn is right now on the South Node, and a couple of final thoughts to crystallize all of this for you. This transit going through September, October of this year, again, is highlighting destruction for the sake of sacred reconstruction. When we're looking to Pluto, what fed your ego and what no longer fits you? Was it a role, a job, a status, some dogma, a title, a trauma, a relationship, or a business. When we look to Saturn, is the restriction or the boundaries or the rules too rigid? What is taking up your time and your energy and your resources that it feels like it is just too much? Weed this garden to conserve the energy for your purposeful growth and not growth for growth's sake. So I hope that this was inspired. I hope that you got some information from it. I am going to start working on the May astrology videos and getting them uploaded shortly. I do hope you're well. I'm sending you a lot of love. We're going to be revisiting these points in the sky until October. September, October. We're going to have a lunar eclipse in July, removing some of these things that we, if we haven't let go of by then, need to let go of. And it may not be so pretty. It may hurt. It won't be an easy release. It will be a dramatic ripping. And that's why I am so emphatic about trying to get the information to y'all in the way that I understand it. It's not for you to be scared. It's for you to be empowered to say, this works and this does not. This is working for me and this is no longer working for me. And being mature enough and responsible enough to say, even though this serves me no longer, I release it with love. That's ultimately where Venus in Cancer, opposite Saturn in Capricorn at that lunar eclipse in July, that's where we're headed. Release it with love. Release it with love. Be it your feelings, be it your relationships, be it your titles, be it people that you love, be it actual individuals who leave this planet. Release it with love. That's all I can do. That's all I can do is implore you to use this time now to try to find harmony in all vibrations. That's not saying good vibes only. Good vibes only takes away from all of the other vibes that may not be good, but serve a purpose. The bad vibes get you back in harmony. The bad vibes let you know that you are not vibing in alignment. We can all aim for good vibes, but don't ever put the weight of only on it, because there is more than just good vibes in this world, and they all demand respect and attention. With that, I'm sending you a lot of good vibes. I hope you're well. I hope you enjoyed this. I send it to you in love, and I hope that you receive it that way too. Take care, y'all. I'll see you soon. Bye.